basically the main reason that we joined the project was first that our digital part of the club, so our structure was not even digital, so our main focus is the members. So in between the five, it was the servicing members. Everything was made by Excel, so we controlled the member list by Excel. So we have more or less 500 members, but practicing it's to 200. But at the same time, everything was into the Excel, but not so much organized. And to control everything, to control who is missing paying, who is in delay of paying, who is always paying on time. To control that, or you know a lot about Excel, or you'll miss a couple of things. And not only, of course, Excel can do much more, but an app, in this case a platform, makes much even than we expected. So we got with the support of the Digifit, we got two main digital tools. One, it was the user managing platform, that it was to gather everything that it's in the club. So we are talking about member list, we are talking about practicing members, we are talking about modalities. So everything that was in the club, it's now in the new platform. And then a website that is important to connect, so our main image, so where we are located in the internet, to a back office, and that back office always connected with that landing page that is the website. So it was I don't know if Renata wants to say also more about this. But
I think it was that they were really, they had the procedure that I think that most grassroots organizations have, and we are living a new era, and this transformation is really needed. But because it's they gain value, the people that see them now, they say, okay, they are trying to be more technological, more digital, and this is creating value too. So I think they want to do more after that, but now they have like like alert sounds saying, okay, we could do this and that, because they started their transition. So that was the important part, I think.
So basically, first in Paris in February, we went in contact with a solution provider, but didn't get well the agreement, and then we chose to look up for another solution provider, and it appears that the solution provider that we found, it was in Portugal, and it was also a person that was already a member of the club. So he is a member of the club, but at the same time he has his own company. So it was also gratifying to have a person working close to us step by step, and that the solution provider also made the main features in a really friendly price, which is also sustainable for the. So it's not just finish the project and okay, we have the solution, but it's good, but we cannot continue. It's okay, we have the solution, but this is sustainable, so we can get this through a long time, and we can take this even to another step if we need. So I think about the solution provider, it was basically that, and the other bigger part, it was the meetings that we had. So basically The platform is not built just by two parts, because we have our reality, the solution provider has their own reality, but also our mentor have a perspective of professional point of view, but also she knows what we feel and what it fits more in our perspective. And of course, Francisco from IPDJ, that works a lot with the sport movement. So this it was more or less like a square dynamic that helped us a lot to decide something that can be really useful, not just in the moment but in the future.
I was invited to the project and I didn't know the club, you know. I knew Bruno from another project, but I didn't know really well the club. And when February, we didn't know, I think they did not know what they wanted to do, you know. And then we had the design thinking methods in workshops, and that I think that helped us a lot to go narrow to the problems and to understand better our reality, you know. Because we passed, I think they said like 80% talking about the problem and 20% on the solution, because sometimes we are talking about the solutions, but we didn't understand really the problem. So I think this part was really important for them to know, okay, this is our problems. What are the solutions that we can see here? Then I think this was the first part. Then we meet the solutions providers, and but in that day, I think we didn't know quite so much that what we really wanted. You know, we still have some ideas that okay, maybe we will do that, this and that, and we had some ideas in the air. You know, but after that, I think that Bruno had made a survey to the members that was really interesting, because we signed some points that maybe it would be interested that we did it in Paris. And okay, what do you think? We think this is our weaknesses. What do you think that we could improve? And then they ordered by interesting or by what they think that it would be prioritized, and they said, okay, maybe the website, maybe a thing to make the payments, okay, and we try to follow and to integrate our target clients, you know. So I think this was a really important milestone in the project too. And after that, okay, we had some problems with the solution providers that you said, but we found out another solution provider that was in direction with that. So I think this was the third phase, and then it was implementing. And I think that on that part, I had value on my own experience in my association. I have been doing this in my association in the pandemic time, creating an app and something, and rearrange the management of my association. And it was fresh in my head, you know, so I can had some thoughts and trying to guide them to not going sometimes for some places that I know that already it was not the better solution. So, and then it was the rest of the process. Most of the clubs have amateur people in front. This in Portugal, that's a reality. And their priorities, most of the times, it's giving classes and teaching, because it's from that they earn money, you know. And when they have to talk or they have to think about some other things that they would like to do, yeah, they think of money and time. Right? That was what we were talking. But I think that we really need this digital transformation. And sometimes we have time, but we don't organize it so much, and we don't put it on our agenda, you know. And money, it's a problem, but I think there are now really a lot of financial supports and stuff for digital transformation and stuff, because it's becoming a team, you know. So most of the people doesn't have so much the know-how of that. So we complain about the time, but I think we can manage time. And we complain about the money, but I think that money is somewhere, sometimes nearby, you know. So I think this is possible to do for several grassroots organizations, but they have to be interested in, you know, and they have to see examples like this, like the DigiFit program, like the solutions that that came with this. And I think it's possible to do it without thinking that it's impossible, because it is not. DigiFit, I think it was a facility, but I think there are some programs that can be used for that.
At this point, you have a lot of digital tools. You have a huge portfolio of digital platforms. You have such a numerous opportunities, but I think it's not drive into the space to look that I need this without needing this at this moment. If you are in a specific situation, I think it's to keep it simple and let's make it step by step. And of course, if you have more capabilities, I think it's at some point is you don't know that you need until you have it. But in my opinion, is that if I knew soon, I think it will be better to start simple, to look at the main difficulties of the project and attack.
I think that the networking is always important, and trying to know different realities, because I found some things that they are doing that maybe I could use on my reality. And I think that I add some things to them. And for me, the networking and to them and to the other project partners that we had in DigiFit, it was really nice, because it's just add value to your own environment.
Do anything just by yourself, do it together. And I really believe that that is a main point. And in Portugal, I think in the grassroots reality, a lot of people do it by yourself with 2 people, 3 people. But if you get people that really want to be involved, for example, in this project, it was 5 people. Uh, Actually, in my club, it was more. But if you get people together with you, I think it will be way more easy to pass the challenge with someone, not just by yourself. Because by yourself, at some point you start getting excuses to not do something, and it will pass. But together, I think it's a way better step to make the things go.